Animals have exhibited some unusual friendships that will blow your mind. Get ready to be astonished today. In this video, we've compiled 6 heartwarming and sometimes amusing animal relationships that demonstrate the emotional depth of wild creatures. Stay tuned for the top pick. It's definitely going to warm your heart and perhaps bring a tear to your eye. Let's start our countdown with number 6, the Labrador and the Duckling. When a fox bit the little duckling, everything appeared bleak and hopeless for the small duck. Thankfully, a dog breed called Labrador and its owner, Jeremy, were there to help him get back on his feet. Surprisingly, the Labrador warmed up to the baby duck right away and started cleaning it with its tongue when it got dirty. The two now share everything from bedtime stories to play dates to swims at the neighborhood pond. The Labrador is like a modern-day stay-at-home dad to the duckling, according to Jeremy, who owns Mount Fitchett Castle in Essex, where the couple lives. In the middle of the night, the duck will jump onto the dog's back, and the two of them will go swimming. Because he always takes care of orphans and grew up in a nurturing environment, the dog has a naturally nurturing personality. Jeremy made a joke, saying that he wouldn't be surprised if the duck began barking and chasing cats due to the amount of love the dog showed the duck. It wouldn't shock Jeremy if the duck began becoming more dog-like. Their connection is extraordinary, and it warms his heart to watch how Fred's kindness helps anyone in need, even abandoned animals like Lupin. Jeremy and his family's dedication to animal rescue and care at Mount Fitchett Castle is admirable. It's obvious that the dog's nurturing upbringing made him the kind and loving duck he is now. On to the next, a friendship bond between an orangutan and a dog. In continuation, our number 5, Surya the orangutan and Roscoe the blue-tick hound. An astonishing bond has developed between an orangutan named Surya and a blue-tick dog named Roscoe. At a sanctuary for threatened species, they happened to cross paths. Roscoe first laid eyes on one other when accompanying an institute of greatly endangered and rare species, Tiger's employee, on their stroll home from work in Myrtle Beach. The moment Surya laid eyes on the dog, he approached him with an air of casual friendliness. According to Dr. Bhagavan Anto, the founder of the reserve, Roscoe was a skinny stray dog who was taken in with the hope that his rightful owner would come looking for him. The moment they entered the grounds, though, Roscoe and Surya began playing together. Even though monkeys are often frightened of dogs, an unorthodox friendship has been captured in a picture book that the friends have released. They were held at a bookstore in Georgetown, South Carolina, for a book signing, and young fans surrounded them. The picture book, Unlikely Companions, was a smashing success with kids and cat lovers everywhere. The touching tale of Roscoe and Surya's special relationship swept the nation, and the book shot to the top of the sales list. Family members waited in long lines to meet the inseparable couple at the signing event in Georgetown, and the event was a smashing success. Even though they are both famous now, Roscoe and Surya's incredible friendship has inspired many and serves as a reminder that love has no limits. Now comes our number 4, Kate the Great Dane and Pippin the Deer. In the serene woods behind Isabel Springett's home in Corton, ABC, an extraordinary friendship blossomed from an unexpected encounter. The story began when Isabel stumbled upon a baby fawn, alone and vulnerable. Named Pippin, the young deer captured Isabel's heart, and she initially hoped the fawn's mother would return. However, the next day, hearing the distressed cries of the fawn, Isabel knew she had to intervene. In an act of instinctive compassion, Isabel scooped up Pippin and placed her on the soft bed of Kate, her Great Dane. Although Kate had no prior experience with raising puppies, her maternal instincts kicked in immediately upon meeting Pippin. From that moment, a bond began to form between the unlikely pair. As Pippin grew older, she would spend her evenings exploring the woods, embracing her natural instincts as a deer. Yet no matter how far she ventured, she would always return home to Kate. What started as a rescue and a makeshift bed became a deep and enduring friendship. The bond between Pippin the Deer and Kate the Great Dane evolved from a mother-daughter relationship to that of best friends. It was a testament to the adaptability and understanding that existed between these two creatures. Isabel was amazed to witness how Pippin and Kate adjusted their behavior to accommodate and complement each other, creating a harmonious connection that transcended the boundaries of their species. Number 3 comes next, Cassie the cheetah and Tawny the Labrador. We have told you of a Labrador earlier that has developed strong relationships with other creatures out of compassion. Everyone can agree that this canine breed is incredibly lovable. This is yet another tale about Tawny, a Labrador, and his childhood best buddy Cassie, a cheetah. In April 2011, at a minimum of 3 months of age, the cheetah Cassie and the Labrador Tawny were brought together. Both animals were raised in the cheetah enclosure at Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida. They have been carefree ever since, spending their days gallivanting around. Amazing photos of their quirky yet heartwarming friendship have catapulted the two into the spotlight. Nevertheless, after Cassie was restored to his species, nature eventually took its course. He started to spend less time with Tawny, his friend. His manager gradually introduced him to Jenna, one of many young female cheetahs housed in the adjacent enclosure, because he seemed more interested in them as a possible mate. Because she is laid back and relaxed. The two cheetahs became mates after Jenna swiftly won over Cassie's heart. It was understandable that Cassie would seek solace among his kind, even though Tawny felt a pang of grief at seeing her best friend go on. Cassie and Tawny's friendship endured because they continued to spend time together, though less regularly than before, even though they were both in committed relationships. The intricacies of nature and the significance of discovering one's position within it are emphasized by their story. Now let's continue with number 2, Anjana the chimpanzee and tiger cubs. Anjana, a 2-year-old chimpanzee, found herself in a unique role at South Carolina's Institute of Greatly Endangered and Rare Species Tigers. This remarkable friendship unfolded when the sanctuary faced a flood, separating 2 white tiger cubs from their mother. Stepping into an unexpected maternal role was Anjana, a chimpanzee who, under the guidance of zookeeper China York, assumed the responsibility of caring for the 21-day-old tiger cubs. What ensued was a heartwarming partnership, transcending the boundaries of species, as China and Anjana became an inseparable duo in the upbringing of the young felines. Her innate understanding of nurturing instincts came to the forefront as she lavishly embraced the cubs with love and warmth. From feeding to grooming and even sharing nights, Anjana went to great lengths to meet the innate needs of her adopted charges. The bond between Anjana and the tiger cubs flourished with each passing day, solidifying into a special and unbreakable connection. As the cubs matured, their days were filled with play and exploration, guided by the watchful and caring eye of their chimpanzee surrogate mother. For the enviable position on our interesting list of unusual animal friendships, our long-awaited number 1, the lion and the coyote. Once upon a time, in the beautiful countryside of Virginia, 2 animals that didn't seem to go together would make a bond that would go against all animal rules. A lion cub and a coyote met when they were only 1 month old. This was the start of an amazing friendship. When the lion cub was in danger of being sold at auction as a sick animal, it found a kind person who saved it. The cub was taken across the country to Keepers of the Wild, a refuge in the middle of Arizona that specialized in taking care of exotic animals so they could have a better life. At the same time, a coyote called Fish was saved and taken to his new home in the same sanctuary. It didn't take long for the lion and the coyote to figure out that each other was there because they were both social animals. What happened was a bond that went against what people thought it would be like and won their hearts. During the day, the lion and the coyote spent all day together. When they were having fun, they would chase each other around the refuge, check out the huge outdoor enclosures, and play hide and seek. With its quick movements, the coyote would fly around the lion and tease and insult it, while the lion would react with gentle paw swipes. The staff at the refuge loved them so much that they called them the dynamic duo. In addition to making people happy, the lion and the fox came up with a unique way to talk to each other. The lion would purr deeply to let the coyote know he wanted to play, and the coyote would reply with a series of high-pitched chirps, starting their adventures together. This unusual friendship showed not only how flexible the animals were, but also how powerful kindness and action can be. The rescue attempts that brought the lion and the coyote to the sanctuary gave them a safe place to live and grow their special bond. The lion and the coyote found each other in the middle of Arizona, in the middle of a huge refuge. They will always be friends. As a reminder of how beautiful it can be for animals of different species and genera to become friends, their story shows how amazing bonds can form between animals of different species and genera. Well, that's it for today. Do let us know in the comments section if there are other unusual animal friendships you know. Do well to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can be notified when we post similar videos. Till next time.